Hey friends and holy creatives, I wanted to share this vlog and me and my boyfriend went to Northwest Arkansas and went to go visit Crystal Bridges Museum of Art and just made it a little trip. And so you saw that first clip, we went to a restaurant called Tuscan Trotter. And then here is the walkway to the Crystal Bridges Museum. You'll notice that silver tree, it's very popular and known. But like I said, this is Bridges Museum of American Art, and it's a beautiful museum up in Bentonville, Arkansas. And it is just filled with beautiful architecture. And you can see me holding the KAWS Family little book. I actually won this giveaway and got a signed copy of it, and was excited to look at this new exhibition that it had. So KAWS Family is this exhibition by an artist who does characters that are quite similar to or taken from different animated characters that you've probably seen on different shows growing up, but he has kind of his own style to it. It can be a little bit of a darker aesthetic or darker humor, you could say. But it was one that I wanted to check out. It was a little different from what I typically want to go see, but I thought, hey, let's just check it out. What I really loved about the exhibition was that there was a lot of color, in contrast to some of these figures that had just solid black or solid silver or just red, which gave it that it stands out. And some of these had some interesting kind of imagery to them, but it was still rather interesting to it. And there's just a kind of a lot of different work that he did, and through the exhibition you see the different kind of collections of his, and the little bit about what each one is. But he takes a lot from characters, illustrations, cartoons, and kind of makes them into his own style. And then you see here he had a couple collaborations with some big brands, and you can see how they work together. In this case, it was a cereal brand, General Mills, I think it was the company, but it went on a lot of those boxes. And you can see here the size of me versus the I don't know if statue is the right word, sculpture, I don't know. And then here you can see the cereal boxes, and the whole wall is filled with them, which I thought was a cool way to exhibit the work and collaboration, and just the way those different illustrations came on that packaging. You can see here that in this exhibition he's taking from Sesame Street, if you remember that show, and all those little characters in it. And then we get to see actually some of the original illustrations and drawings, the pencil out drawings of his, for these characters, which is always cool to see the originals. And then something I found fascinating was those paintings that you just saw, because of just the vibrancy of that acrylic on the canvas that I don't typically see. And then check out these shoes. They look so cool. I was like, wow, these are awesome shoes. Love the colors. So here is his collaboration with Nike. And then, of course, the very space theme exhibition with that big silver sculpture.
It's all made out of solid white gold covered in diamonds.
Oh, wow.
I think you may have heard a little bit in that clip, but the guy was saying that that one necklace was $1 million because it had like white diamond and like some precious metal, and I was like, wow. Again, look at the vibrancy in these canvas paintings. I very much admired that. I was like, wow, this amazing just contrast, vibrancy, saturation in these paintings that I think were beautiful and really quite wonderful to look at, which, you know, something that I wouldn't necessarily see unless it was a like digital illustrated RGB file, but like that was all acrylic. Oh, and then the Snoopy part of the exhibition. I love Snoopy. I think he's so fun and cute. And then in this little section, there was like a little photo op. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And had just a good time. Got to play around. You see some pics here of me trying to enjoy those pictures. And then we headed out to explore more of Bentonville and Rogers. Here's this place called Gelatissimo, which is gelato. And we went to the downtown Bentonville area. They have an awesome park, skating ramp, and just great walkway. So we just kind of enjoyed. It was a bit of a rainy day, but it kind of cleared up for us while we were there. And then went to enjoy a couple of cool little shops. So this one was quite a little stationery shop, where I got to find a few cute stationery items, some cute washi tape, and just like these fun little knickknacks that we were kind of just checking out. But I loved it. It was a cute little store. Had so many different like very kind of vintage prints, prints kind of based on the area, and I think maybe local artists or so. And then they had a bit of a print press here, which was so cool to see. Looks like they print their own little art prints. And then we went to a store called Kaleidoscope Collective, where they have just a collection of different artists and the work they have, and they have it all in this place for you to be able to purchase if you're interested in. But they had prints, they had earrings, they had stickers, shirts. They had quite a variety of things that were just such a cute place to like get gifts for family or friends. And then we went to this bookstore and just kind of browsed around. It was a cute little bookstore new to me, and they had a bunch of fiction, a few nonfiction. Saw a lot of like cool eco-friendly earth books, just nonfiction that was fun. And then here are a couple of images of just snapshots of that trip. Okay, so I wanted to do a little haul over what I got. So again, I said that this trip was because they want a giveaway for a signed copy of the book. So I got that for free with 2 tickets to see the actual exhibition. And this is KAWS Family, which is the exhibition name. And it was just a new kind of form of art and different topics on art that I hadn't quite experienced before. And with this one, it was kind of cool to experience just because of the kind of context for this artist. Just kind of a fun time, you know. I think seeing sculptures is so different from versus seeing something that's quite flat, like paintings. You kind of interact with it more in a space, and so that's what we did. And then, like I said, we went to Kaleidoscope Collective and got to see kind of like cute, just fun things that different artists create or creatives create, whether it's like jewelry or ceramics, or I got stickers here, which I love stickers. Anywhere I can find a cool sticker. And this one I love. It's all the illustrators lost when Illustrator unexpectedly is quit. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can relate to that, because and all the creatives who know that when Illustrator quits, it's just like, it's game over. And then I got some stationery. I got this cute little mushroom notepad, and that was that one store that you saw me where had a bunch of art prints, and it was just such cute, very good quality material. It feels very like handmade or hand created, and the pages are very thick, very smooth. So yeah, I got that. And then I also got a few washi tapes from that same store. I got this one. It was called Folklore Garden. And it had like little foxes on it. And you can see here with flowers, very like orangey, which made me think of fall, and I love the fall. So I was like, I have to get that. And then Strawberry Garden. And it is just a cute little strawberry washi tape, and I use a lot of washi tape when I'm painting, just to like, you know, protect the edges. And then lastly is a mushroom washi tape. The design's so cute. You can see it way better when I took off that like plastic, but it's so cute. I love it. Excited to try it out for painting. And then here's everything I've got. I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe and like this video.